Most people think productivity is about discipline, waking up earlier, grinding harder, pushing through willpower like a battery that somehow never dies. But here's the uncomfortable truth. Your brain doesn't work that way. In fact, the more you force productivity, the more your brain quietly rebels. So what if the real secret to being 10 times more productive isn't pushing your brain, but tricking it? Today, I'll show you 4 brain tricks backed by psychology and neuroscience that don't rely on motivation, discipline, or hustle culture. These methods work because they align with how your brain already behaves, whether you like it or not. Let's start with the first one. We called it the Zeigarnik reversal. Your brain hates unfinished business. This comes from a classic psychological finding known as the Zeigarnik effect, where researchers notice that people remember incomplete tasks better than completed ones. Your mind keeps poking you with mental notifications until the task is done. Now here's the twist. Instead of fighting procrastination, you use it. Don't try to finish the task, just start it. Intentionally leave it unfinished. Open the document, write 2 bad sentences, and stop. Look at the spreadsheet, fill in 1 cell, and walk away. This creates a mental itch. Your brain keeps replaying the task in the background like a song you can't turn off. And later, you'll feel a strange pull to return. Not because of discipline, but because your brain wants closure. Ironically, the fastest way to finish work is to not try to finish it at all. The second method is the discomfort bargain. Your brain is naturally drawn to comfort. Soft chairs, perfect lighting, ideal setups. The problem is, when everything feels too comfortable, your brain slips into consumption mode instead of production mode. Comfort tells the brain, relax, nothing urgent is happening. So instead of eliminating discomfort, you intentionally add a small, controlled amount of it. Not pain, not suffering, just slight inconvenience. Work in a room that's a bit dimmer than usual. Tilt your laptop slightly so typing requires more awareness. Sit in a position that's not painful, but not lazy comfort either. These tiny discomforts create a subtle signal in the brain. This is effort time. There's science behind this. Mild physical discomfort increases alertness and reduces mind wandering. Your brain becomes more present because it has to regulate itself just a little more. And when the brain is regulating, it's less likely to drift into autopilot scrolling or procrastination. Think of it like background friction. Not enough to stop you, but enough to keep you awake. The third method is the artificial scarcity window. Your brain performs better when time feels limited. This is why deadlines magically unlock focus you didn't have yesterday. Parkinson's law explains that work expands to fill the time you give it. So instead of waiting for real deadlines, you create fake ones, on purpose. Set a timer, 30 minutes, no extensions, no, just 5 more minutes. When time feels scarce, your brain switches from perfection mode to execution mode. You stop overthinking, you stop polishing, you move. Research on time boxing shows it increases focus and reduces decision fatigue. You're not trying to do your best work, you're trying to do work, period. And strangely enough, that's usually when your best work shows up. The fourth method is the observer effect method. Humans change behavior when they know they're being observed. This isn't motivation, it's psychology. Studies show that even the illusion of observation increases accountability and performance. So instead of relying on self-control, borrow social pressure. Work in a public space. Use virtual co-working sessions. Tell someone exactly what you're working on and when it'll be done. Even better, record yourself working. You don't need to post it. Just knowing there's a witness changes how your brain behaves. Suddenly, checking your phone feels awkward. Slacking feels visible. Productivity becomes the default, not the struggle. Here's the big takeaway. Productive people aren't stronger. They're not more motivated. They just understand one thing. The brain doesn't respond to force, it responds to structure, tension, and subtle pressure. Stop trying to dominate your mind. Start designing around it.